Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chris's collection. We had a little bit of recording problems, so I'm starting this from the top. But hi, my name is Chris, and welcome to a very underrated PS2 game. I feel Shadow of Destiny. Shadow of Destiny, I actually didn't buy this game. This was given to me as a gift. My dad's cousin, her name is Mary, and her husband Fred, and they had kids and all this stuff. Like probably some of the sweetest people I have ever met, man. They lived like I don't know, like 40 minutes away from us or something. But every time they would come over, to like hang out or anything like that, they always felt the need to like bring a gift to me and my sister, and it's so fucking nice. So one day they came over, and yeah, they would oftentimes buy me games, and they just came over and bought me this game, Shadow of Destiny, for PS2. And I remember like they're like, "Oh, do you have this one?" And I'm like, "No, I don't, but this looks so cool." And it had to be about time travel and all this other stuff, and I just thought, "Oh, that's so cool!" And it was made by Konami, and I'm like, "I know Konami; they make Metal Gear." Um, so I was pretty psyched for this, uh, and so yeah, no, I popped it in and I started playing it, and it is a really fucking cool game that has like multiple endings and is all about time traveling and all this weird shit, and you're trying to prevent your death, and it just it's such a great game. I have been wanting to replay this game for such a long time. I think it got a port for the PSP, that unfortunately you cannot get digitally, and from what I understand is extremely expensive. Um, it's like not a cheap uh, port to get. But if you guys can obtain this game somehow, I so recommend it. It's a really fucking cool game that I was really bummed out never got a sequel. I guess it just didn't sell well, or whatever. But um, yeah, it was. You could. There is a lot of alternate endings. You I think like at one point you traveled really far in the past to like colonial time. Um, I think at one point you traveled back to like the 70s or something. You could go. The game is set in. I mean, it takes place in 2001. That's when this was released. So that was the. I don't think you could. I don't remember if you can go to the future. I don't think you can. But it was just all in all very solid, and was really fun to play. It's definitely something that you can't just like. It's like a deep book, or like a really deep movie. You have to be in the mood to play this. You have to just sit down and be like, all right, I'm gonna give this all my attention and stuff. So I don't know how that would translate to. I guess I don't know. I really don't know if this game would really do well nowadays. Maybe if it was really marketed as an insanely well, they're doing something similar, that game where it's like a 15-second window that's coming out. This is a little bit different though. But I'm a sucker for time travel. I love time travel stories, and um, this one is very Back to the Future, in the sense that if what you do changes the future. So like if Ike goes back, and like I think there's different scenarios too, that if you do something, like at one point I think you lit up a lighter, and you go back to the present, and someone constructed a stone statue of you, but instead of just you're holding a flame, like a ball of flame, because that was their interpretation. They're like, holy shit, it's a fucking ball of flame, when it was just a like a Zippo lighter. um so that's pretty cool. And yeah, it's I remember it being pretty short, but that was the whole thing, like going back and doing multiple playthroughs and stuff. In a way, it was kind of like Telltale before Telltale, kind of, but it was more like branching paths and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm sorry guys, I can't really show gameplay because this is I kind of have to wrap things up. I've told my story already, and this is over. But yeah, this game was the shit. Oh look, there we go, gameplay. Woo! So yeah, it's like, point in the direction you want to go, that kind of thing. It's not too bad. Anyway, well, thank you guys so much for watching. So next week we're actually gonna be taking a bit of a break from Chris's collection. I have another drinking game. If you guys saw my Mega Man drinking game, this is extremely similar to it. So be here next week for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But the following week, we will be, later October, we'll be back for some more Chris's collection. So tune in for that. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Take care.